Welcome to Atlantic Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Aquarius for the month of January 2023. So, Happy New Year, Aquarius. You are in your 12th house, so this means things, you might feel like just shutting yourself away a bit for the next couple of weeks, because the 12th house is a very intuitive house. It's a house where we get lots of messages through dreams. Intuition is on high, and you may just feel like things that were sort of buried in your psyche have now risen to the surface. Deal with them and move on. Maybe a bit of grief involved too, about missing people, or all that kind of thing for you, Aquarius. So don't be alarmed if you just feel like just being apart from the group, which you are so much a part of normally. But this is the time of the year where we just re-energize. So we're in the sign of Capricorn, so it's Earth. So let's see. There you go. You've got the Two of Swords as the energy around. So there's something going on. You just feel a bit sort of stuck in the headlights a bit, Aquarius, like you've got a decision to make. Now, it's not major, but it's like, oh, you're to and fro with it. You're not sure, should I do this, should I do that? And it changes on a daily basis, where you ricochet from doing something about making the decision to not doing it. So my suggestion, especially in the 12th house, is just make the decision and move forward. It's not massive, as I said, but yeah, there's a bit of indecision there and a bit of sort of deer in the headlights type of energy. Right, so where you are right now, and we have the beautiful Queen of Coins. It's a very much at home card. And once again, this is where you might seek refuge, just being at home or just being with yourself and doing the things that you like to do around the home. The Queen of Coins is very much an earthed queen. She's all about friends and family, interacting, but like I said, you might be just sort of spectating in on the group and just being a bit quieter than usual, Aquarius. But it's all about that really wholesome, nice, it's like a very strong female nurturing energy. So go with that for the next couple of weeks until your birthday comes around. I think it's about the 21st of January. Let's see what's brought you there, what's influenced this, and in turn the rest of the reading. And we have the beautiful Wheel of Fortune. So very much destiny. So it's exactly how it's meant to be. Starting the new year off with the destiny. Wheel of Fortune is a very fortunate card. And all the Aquarian people I know are very much about doing things, moving on. They're very speedy in their intellect, their mind, constantly thinking how to better themselves, how to better things for the group. So it looks like the Wheel of Fortune is just saying, destiny-wise, you're doing really well. So run with that, Aquarius. Do what you have to do for the next couple of weeks, but then use the power of the Wheel of Fortune to really reap what you've sown in the past 12 months especially. Beautiful card. Then again, on the other hand, Aquarius, if you haven't really been doing much, you can't really expect big rewards, because you put in, you get out. You don't put in, well, you don't get anything. So the background, so we're talking November, December. Smooth sailing, things going well. A bit of a rough period preceding that, probably in October, November, but now things are right. You're just sort of cruising along. Nice calm waters. You've dealt with a few massive issues in the last quarter of 2022, so just cruise along with it for now. And it's a nice card to say the trouble spots are behind you for now. Recent influences. And we have the Wish card. Beautiful card of, and it is what it says. making that wish of yours come true, seeing it come to fruition, making manifest of what it is that, especially because it's just before your birthday, it's about what you want to do for yourself with this next year. What is your ultimate wish? Is it finishing something off? Is it making more money? I don't know. Or is it just being, you know, at one with yourself and sort of dealing with things in your own little world? But the wish card promises that it will be a good year, and you will get what you wish for, especially with the Wheel of Fortune sitting there. The lesson you'll be learning, the Chariot, so movement, big movement coming up. The Chariot talks about, I always like to talk about, the theme of the Chariot is emotional discipline. So it's almost like if you're going off on a road trip somewhere, you get the car serviced, you get the tyres done, you check the oil, you make sure you've got heaps of petrol or gas, whichever. So you discipline yourself in order for this journey. So it's like, but this is a movement card. So there could be some suggestion of movement coming up for you, travel, and maybe booking some travel for the holidays this year. All that kind of thing. But that takes discipline. It takes saving money. It takes planning. And it takes all the rest of it. So just remember. And with the Chariot, it's always June, July would be a good time looking into the future for you. So maybe that will be a holiday, maybe to Europe or the UK or somewhere, the United States, who knows? But travel is definitely sort of around you for the 2023. But once again, you have to put in the work to get to where you want to go. Near future. And we have the King of Cups. So this is a male, very much a male icon. And he's somebody, he's a water sign, so a Scorpio, a Cancer or a Pisces man. And this man is quite emotional, but the emotions are kind of locked away. I always call it in like a frozen block of ice sitting in his stomach or in his abdomen somewhere, that he just, you know, has issues. And we all have issues, but with men, they're not taught to, you know, talk about these things. They prefer just to get on with the getting on. They don't like opening up emotionally. And a lot of us females try and force that, and that's probably not a good idea. But if there is this particular person obviously coming through in, it could be your father as well. It could be something to do with the father figure, but he is a king, so he's an older person to you. So try and sort of work with that, or even if it's just a phone call or how you're going. It's just about sort of, because he is such a being, but he's also very emotionally in tune, but it's just that he doesn't articulate that like a lot of our men folk, and that's just the way they are. But a lovely card nevertheless. So that's coming up in early January for you, or just thinking about the, you know, an older male figure. Usually it does mean a water sign person, but it can be somebody that just, you know, reflects that in their personality. Let's see what's happening. You're not realising. And we have the karmic debt clearing card. So you don't have any debt, especially with this person, this male energy here. There's no karmic debt to be paid off with that person. So in another way, you're debt free with this person, but you can still just accept them for who they are and just move on with a different, onto a different phase of that relationship with that person. Bearing in mind that we have to accept how people are. We can't be changing people. So no karmic debt free at the moment with all your karma. And this all happens too in the 12th house, I might say, Aquarius. So it's kind of when we work on that karma, or we work on those things that we think, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. But then you kind of trawl through it and make sense of it and forgive yourself and move on. 12th house stuff. Okay, how others see you. Yeah, somebody's seeing you as, yeah, maybe a bit sort of withdrawn a bit. They feel like you're hiding something, or you're not telling them something, or that you're deceiving them in some way. But it's a card of, you know, just with a bit of withdrawal, and other people seeing you like this. So they obviously are misconstruing your quiet self for the next couple of weeks to be something that you may be hiding. So just think about that. And just say, no, it's fine. I'm just, you know, I'm just cruising along. I'm just being a spectator for the next couple of weeks. Okay? Or then again, you could be concealing something from people, but then that's up to you. I mean, this is just an indicator. It's not, you know, anything. It's private for you. So just see that how other people would see you. Okay, let's see what you're feeling positive about. Yeah, just a bit Four of Cups, which is a bit like we've got everything. We've got a job, we've got money, we've got a roof over our head, food, beautiful family, friends, pets. But there's still something emotionally missing. So maybe too in the 12th house, Aquarius, it's just time to sort of think, well, why have I got everything, but yet still I'm wanting more, but I don't know what the more is. But once again, it's very closely tied to that 12th house activity of recharge, withdrawal a bit from the usual, and just going through your own personal stuff before you're out in the first house, which is your birthday. It's only very transitory, this. But we have to kind of go through that and have a look at it rather than just shoving it further down where it just sits there and then it pops up at all sort of inopportune times and we think, oh, I don't want to be thinking about that horrible business. But in this case, positive, you know that you've got to just be grateful, to overuse the word, but just sort of see what you have got and then just proceed. It's life. Okay, the final outcome card we have. New beginnings, new journeys with the Fool. So you're starting again, things going really well for you, really sort of moving into your birthday time with, you know, clean slate, karmic debts free, having gone through, trawled through all your stuff that you wanted to trawl through in the privacy of your own privacy. You start a new cycle again. So it's beautiful. Okay, Aquarius, I'm just going to give you your quick message. Karma. The more you practice karma, the more you will discover that you are the master of your own fortune and the creator of your own destiny. In its simplest form, karma implies cause and effect. Karma can give you the courage to look deeper into your past actions and take full responsibility for life as it is unfolding, knowing that you planted the karmic seeds in the past. Flowers or weeds, fortunate or unfortunate, they are all there with you. So that sort of ties it up nicely, especially in the 12th house. Thank you so much for listening, Aquarius, and have a very happy new year.